I'm just making stuff up. All right, our next speaker, welcome to the stage, Eric Stonebraker, talking about our favorite thing, heat pumps. Perfect.
Not another heat pump talk. No, this is different. Okay, for the past 2 years, heat pump installations have outpaced gas furnaces nationwide. However, that's awesome. However, in cold climates, here in Colorado especially, they lag greatly. Go Electric Colorado exists to change that. Go Electric Colorado, a nonprofit, has helped hundreds of neighbors free of charge to take steps to electrify their homes. We've learned lots along the way, and we want to share some of the best tips for bringing down costs for you. We've seen lots of misinformation about heat pumps and equipment installed for milder climates here. This historically has been because heat pumps have been centered in the south and east, and bringing them to the north, the cold climate, has proven difficult. We see 3 paths to electrify. First being the traditional HVAC companies that typically lead with dual fuel or even gas. Then there are the home electrification specialists and informed consumers, which we prefer. Informed consumers are able to more effectively evaluate HVAC bids, select the right equipment, be smart shoppers, and know where to turn when you need to ask questions. Here are 4 takeaways to help you along this process. First of all, air seal and insulates. Think of air sealing as the windbreaker on top of your fleece. So critical for older Denver homes. Next, second tip. Panel upgrades cost between $5,000 and $30,000 and are virtually unnecessary. According to a study of 100,000 homes, the average utilization is only 34%. So if your panel is full, there are ways to get around that, using mini breakers, sharing circuits such as your dryer and your charger, or getting plug-in versions of common appliances that now exists. So how does this all work? This is not something that electricians do, but it is in the National Electric Code. 2 paths. One, you can monitor your own home consumption and look for peak usage, or you can download handy spreadsheets from Redwood Energy, remember this, and their watt diet calculator. Next, $7,000 to $8,000 heat pump water heater bids are not unusual for $1,800 to $2,000 worth of equipment. This is largely because of rebate-induced pricing crazes, and there are ways to get around this. First of all, hire an electrician. Buy the water heater online, get it delivered, and then have an hourly plumber. It took ours 2.5 hours. Or you guys are energy geeks. You can figure this out. It's not rocket science. HVAC installers traditionally don't pay a lot of attention to the building envelope and sizing. They go by rules of thumb, and furnaces we know are oversized, crude appliances, and don't work that well. Heat pumps, on the other hand, are a little bit more refined, kind of like the tortoise. They work best when they can go slow and steady. And so more attention is needed for also their smaller sizes. So if your HVAC installer won't size your heat pump properly, you can do it yourself. Download an app, calculate your heating load, called a manual J, and if you have an energy audit, better yet, you can get a pretty accurate measurement. And even better than that, an approach we like is getting your heating load based on your actual building envelope and your gas usage. You just need information from your utility bill, from average weather in your area, and your furnace specs. And you can use basic math like my 6th grader uses. Then you take your heating load, go to 2 databases, NEAP or Energy Star, and you can actually either find a heat pump that'll meet those needs or compare bids to see if what they're suggesting actually will work. And what we're looking for are graphs like this. If you have a good cold climate heat pump, thumbs up, you'll have a green line, and it won't dip much in the cold temperatures. But if it's red like this one, I think it's telling you that it wants to go back south where it belongs. So there's a whole spectrum of centrally ducted heat pump solutions. My favorite is the negative 22 Fahrenheit working heat pump that's DIY. Other options include homeowner purchased with professionally installed or traditional routes. Wrapping up here, the feds they have a presidential fitness challenge for heat pumps to see if they can work at 5 Fahrenheit and at negative 15. And I'm hopeful it'll bring more competition to heat pumps. So are you ready to come join us? We offer free consults. A lot of our energetic volunteers are here tonight, and we'd be happy to help you out with your heat pump and electrification needs. Onward. Yep.
It's 5 minutes, isn't it? It seems like a long time when you're up here, doesn't it? It's like, okay, I've got this. You did a great job. Fantastic. So I love the part about the panel upgrades, because this is something that's happening with electric vehicles, is that everybody thinks they need to get spend much more than they probably need to. So that word needs to get out. How'd you learn so much about heat pumps?
Both working in it and volunteering and then electrifying.
Yeah. Okay. You must be really popular at parties. I'm just incredible. Yeah, and I looked you up on LinkedIn. You worked with the Russians for a while. Can you explain?
I was in the Peace Corps in Russia. I could see Sarah Palin.
It didn't work. Peace Corps. Peace. It didn't work. Go. You need to go back. Bring heat pumps to Russians. That's great. Yeah, this was super interesting. And heat pumps. How many of you all have a heat pump in your dwelling? And how many of you also had something to do with that heat pump getting installed? Wow, that's fantastic. Congratulations. That's great. And how many of you with heat pumps also have electric vehicles? We got to get you electric. Nice. Okay, I love it. Net zero. What? The raffle for the Tesla. Yes. Yeah, it's coming soon.